Sinaloa Cartel highest-ranking hitman, El Chino Antrax. High-ranking hitman El Chino Antrax, Jose Rodrigo Arechiga Gamboa, works for the Sinaloa Cartel, one of Mexico's most powerful and important criminal organizations. To further the cartel's goals, he is known to resort to murder, extortion, and kidnapping. Drug trafficking, money laundering, and extortion are just a few of the many illegal operations in which the Sinaloa Cartel has been involved throughout the years. The cartel is notorious for its brutality and ability to corrupt law police, military personnel, and politicians. One of the most notoriously brutal and ruthless members of the Sinaloa Cartel is El Chino Antrax, also known simply as El Chino. He is the head of the cartel's hit squad, dubbed Los Antrax, which is responsible for carrying out assassinations, extortions, and kidnappings on behalf of the cartel. El Chino Antrax's reputation for brutality and willingness to resort to bloodshed to retain cartel dominance precedes him. He is also closely associated with the notorious Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, the former head of the Sinaloa Cartel. In 2013, he was arrested in the Netherlands on drug trafficking charges and extradited to the United States. In 2018, he was found guilty in federal court in San Diego, California, on racketeering conspiracy charges and given a lengthy jail term. Currently incarcerated in the USA, he is scheduled for parole in 2032. Since its creation in the 1980s, the Sinaloa Cartel, known as the Guzman La Era organization, has been involved in various criminal activities. The drug trafficking operations of the cartel are well known. They involve the manufacturing, distributing, and transporting of drugs like marijuana, cocaine, and methamphetamine. The revenues from the cartel's criminal activities are often laundered through a network of shell businesses and other financial institutions. The Sinaloa Cartel is notorious for participating in narcotics trafficking, money laundering, extortion, and kidnapping. The cartel extorts money from corporations, private citizens, and public servants using threats of violence and physical harm. The cartel is notorious for kidnapping people for ransom or eliminating prospective witnesses and informants through violence. The Sinaloa Cartel ranks El Chino Antrax among its most vicious and ruthless members. When necessary, he will resort to violence to keep the cartel in power, which has earned him a reputation for brutality. He is also suspected of being essential to the operations of the Sinaloa Cartel due to his close relationship with the cartel's previous leader, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman. Known as El Chino Antrax, he was apprehended in the Netherlands in 2013 on charges of narcotics trafficking. After being extradited to the States, he pled guilty to racketeering conspiracy in federal court in San Diego, California. He is currently behind bars in the United States, where he received his prison sentence. When it comes to Mexican organized crime, the Sinaloa Cartel is often regarded as a major player. The cartel is notorious for its brutality and ability to corrupt law police, military personnel, and politicians. One of the most dangerous and merciless is El Chino Antrax. In September 2015, Mexican authorities apprehended El Chino Antrax in Culiacan, the state capital of Sinaloa. He was taken into custody peacefully, and he reportedly assisted the police. El Chino Antrax's arrest reportedly occurred during a government-led operation to dismantle the Sinaloa Cartel. The operation's goals included destabilizing the cartel's leadership and preventing it from continuing to function. El Chino Antrax was arrested and transported to the U.S., where he was charged with narcotics trafficking, money laundering, and other criminal offenses. He admitted guilt and was given a 25-year sentence in a federal penitentiary for these offenses. The arrest of El Chino Antrax was a major setback for the Sinaloa Cartel because he was a top leader and instrumental in its success. The Mexican government's dedication to fighting organized crime was further demonstrated by his capture. Despite his and other high-profile arrests, the Sinaloa Cartel is still one of Mexico's most powerful criminal groups, so this shouldn't be overlooked.